Hello, everybody. My name is Nicolas Villasana. I'm here with Pop Style TV, and right now I'm interviewing Bryan Stephens. Say hello, Bryan.
Hello, Brian.
What got you into music?
One of my uncles was from Houston. I'm from San Antonio, Texas. And one of my uncles is from Houston as a musician. And around my high school years, like around 15 or 16, I think, my uncle was in San Antonio at the time, taking some college classes. So I really got to hang out with him a lot. And he was really gracious and really kind to me, and really helped me out a lot with learning and playing. And as far as like playing out, he actually would bring his band down from Houston and get a whole show together and play like at some coffee shops in downtown San Antonio. So that was like the first little bug that I got.
What made you want to move over to New York?
I was, I think my junior year of high school. My brother he's 3 years older than me, and he'd already moved to New York for college. And I went up to visit him for a week and fell in love with New York immediately. And I remember we were walking down Fifth Avenue and we saw a sign for Weezer, the rock band Weezer, playing at Summer Stage in New York City in Central Park. And I was like, can we go to that? He goes, yeah. So we got tickets and we went to see Weezer at the Summer Stage. And pretty much from that week on, I knew as soon as I was done with high school, I was moving to New York. I didn't really totally think that I was going to become a musician, for my profession, for my career. But I knew I wanted to go to New York and kind of roll the dice, so to speak. Yeah.
And you certainly heard of it. You were performing at Cafe Wall, a lot of perfect hangout for people like Jimi Hendrix and Bruce Springsteen. How did you set up a gig there? I
was actually looking on Craigslist for auditions and stuff, and I found the Cafe Wall there. And I remember the first day I went down to audition, and I'd never been to the Village before, and I couldn't find the place, so I missed the audition. So I had to look it up somehow, and I went back the next day or the next week, and did my audition down there for Nolan Jorman, who owned the place at the time. And I didn't really know too many cover songs, so I played one of my original songs. Not that great, but he saw something and liked it enough to ask me back in that night to come sit in with the band. And he brought me up on stage, and again, I didn't know any cover songs, so I played one of my original songs, and they just kind of played along with it and kind of faked it a little bit. And it was what it was. But he said, good job. And then I just kept going back there like every night for at least a year. I kind of did that for a long, long time, for about a year, at least over a year, until he finally hired me full time.
There's something hilarious about how you always have these professional websites for musicians and actors booking auditions and stuff, but all you gotta do is go to Craigslist. Apparently, gotta keep it classic. That's Craigslist can change your life, man.
Yes, it still works. 20 years ago.
Oh, I'm sure. How important do you think music is to the community, especially New York at the moment right now?
Oh, it's vital. You can, live music, you took it for granted so much. Everybody did.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in New York, bars and live music and even DJs and everything, it's such a vital part of everyone's everyday life. And just being able to go somewhere and hear music whenever you feel like it, you took it for granted. All of us did, even especially us doing it. And so, having that taken away was a huge, gut shot to everybody. And, I'm kind of looking forward to, because, that's a huge part of society. And I'm really looking forward to getting back, because I know it's gonna be big when it gets back, because everybody misses it so much. So do I.
Any words of advice for up and coming musicians, they're trying to get their name out there, especially, in these difficult times?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because what I do the most and what I would say is to just get out and play live. Find a gig. I know it's tough, even if you're doing your own stuff, even if you're playing to just a couple people, doesn't matter where it is, even if you're playing in the Central Park, is, it's just play, get out there and play. So especially, right now, live venues not being open, that's tough to say. So, but now we have this whole other, possibility to reach people, the internet and social media. And so, I would still say, don't just throw everything out there of yourself, but just practice and hone your craft. And it's kind of hard, I guess it would be, it's hard to judge because I judge everything by live audience. I'm really just a huge live audience person. That's really all I've ever done, pretty much. But it's really just kind of find yourself, find your niche, and also don't get caught up inside of that also. I'm trying to do that myself, thinking that, there's one way to write songs or there's one way to perform songs. There's not. You can do anything you want to. And just kind of keep your mind open and just let artistry come out in any way possible.
Thanks for coming on, man. It was great talking to you.
Thank you so much, Nicholas. I appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
All right. Take care.